Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and a bit of a hobby update, specifically these chaps, Landsknechts. Where to begin with these? So, about 3 years ago, I surprised the Plastic Crack podcast gaming community by attempting to start Landsknechts. It's not something I'd ever had any desire to paint in the past. But in January of 2021, we had Big Rich Clark from Two Fat Lardies on the podcast, and he was painting Landsknechts and talking about Landsknechts. And well, this happened. I sort of started a Landsknecht project, and I bought the starter box as well as an additional box, just as an experiment to see if I could paint them. And like I said, that was 3 years ago, and I don't think they've really been mentioned since. I made one video and the project, it just seemed to vanish, but I was actually here and there just still working on it. And so I thought, as I'm working on Landsknechts at the moment, I thought, well, why not show everybody exactly what I've completed so far, and my plans for this Landsknecht army. Like I said, very different for me. I'm not a fan of painting bright colours. So yeah, I chose Landsknechts. I guess you know why not. They have bright colours, very bright colours. Well, this is what I've completed so far. I mean, literally just this morning. This is the latest base to be completed. So it's another base of Pike from my second Pike block. It's not based yet, like I said, just literally finished this morning. But it made me realise, you know, did people wonder where this project had gone? So I'm going to show you what I've added to it since that last video, because I've added a bit to it. A few command bases, I've added better basing, and you know, more flags. But this is the latest, and I'll be honest, these take me a while to paint. This can take, you know, 3-4 nights a week just to paint one base, because of the colours. The Landsknechts are very, very unique in that they're very gaudily dressed, as was befitting their short but brutal lifestyle. So they were afforded leeways in how they dressed, with their gaudy coloured clothes and their cod pieces, and they're just their general outlook and demeanour. So that is the stand I've completed this morning. So I'm going to run through and just show you what's comprised. The plan is to actually finish the entire starter box. It's going to take me a while. So I thought by doing this video, it'll focus me and motivate me to get to finish the starter box. But what have I done? So to start off with, this wasn't in the last video. Now this is the father of the Landsknechts, Georg von Frundsberg. I decided to kit bash him because, well, I'm just that way inclined. So this is mostly Perry miniatures with Plastic Warlord Games Landsknecht heads on them. The armour's probably not right for the period, but quite frankly, from 3 feet away, who's going to notice? So I think these are from the 100 Years War Knight kit by Perry. I just had some heads, and yeah, went together quite well. So there's von Frundsberg's own banner, and there's a nice little command base. So lots of feathers and headgear on these chaps. So yeah, the force being led by Georg von Frundsberg. Now in the starter box, you actually get a command set in there. So I've used 3 of them on this base here. So this chap here, guy in the middle, and him, they're all metal miniatures from the starter box, and the standard bearer and the drummer are plastic from the same starter box. I just wanted a nice big command base to work on. I see many people in the community doing really big command bases, and I was a bit jealous that I never got to do those, so this is why these are quite big. And again, we are sporting the von Frundsberg banner. Lots of colours on display here, lots of blues, reds and greens. What I've done is, for a theme throughout the project, everyone's got a feather in their hat. It's green, just to give it some kind of cohesiveness, or a look that everyone's got a green feather, sort of, you know, holds the whole army together. Again, big base, gaudily coloured clothes. Look at that, I'm even painting drummers. For people that say I've got an abject fear of painting drummers, I've painted 3 of them for this project. So that's the command base. Also with this starter box you get it's called a hand bouche. It's like a small cannon. Not quite sure how effective this is. It looks pretty dangerous. I wouldn't like to be anywhere near this thing when it goes off. It just looks something that would be generally bad for your health and safety being around. But a really nice kit. Again, it's a metal kit from the starter box, and that's the hand bouche. So again, lots of bright colours on these chaps to fit in with the old Landsknecht style. So what we have, I finished one Pike block, and I'm halfway, well, no, almost half, well, still halfway through the second one. I know Ken from Yorkshire Gamer wouldn't consider these as Pike blocks. If it's not in triple digits, it's not a Pike block to Ken. I'm doing 24 in a Pike block, which is 4 times 6 bases. So I'll just show you a few of these. So this is the command base from the first Pike block. So I've added, from the first video I added, you know, a lot more banners. The bases were looking a bit sparse, so I've added a lot more clump foliage and tufts. So again, here's the officer and the standard bearer. We've got two of those. We've got a drummer, another drummer. So that's the command stand from that Pike block there. Let's grab a. So this is a fully painted stand of Pike. Again, with these, I deliberately chose to spend a bit of time on the bright colours. It's time consuming. It really is time consuming. But I think once they're all ranked up, it's worth it. It really is worth it. And I've surprised myself by actually how many of these I've painted. Normally when it comes to bright colours, I give up rather quickly and run to the hills, never to paint bright colours ever again. But no, I really like painting these, and I like the whole Landsknecht ethos. You know, these were mercenaries, and like I mentioned earlier, they led very short and very brutal lives. Hence why they were allowed to wear what they did. So that's the first Pike block there. Now with that, I then started painting units of Zweihanders. So these are chaps with big two-handed swords. These are massive swords. So these are the Zweihanders. So these are all from the starter army box by Warlord Games. So on the sprues you get Zweihanders, you get the arquebusiers, you get the Pike, and you get command sprues as well. But again, I stick with the same sort of painting scheme or theme, whether I'm painting arquebusiers or Zweihanders or pikemen. So I do the bright colours first, get them all painted and highlighted, and I'll go in and do all the sort of the belts, and then the flesh, and the weapons and the metallics last. I'll sometimes just have 4 sat on my desk that I'll work on every now and again. I think if I was to sit down and paint these full, you know, just one after the other, it might send me a bit funny. But I do enjoy painting them. Let's have a look at one last stand of Zweihanders. Yep, there we go. They look gnarly, don't they? I wouldn't want to mess with these guys. Guys dressed like that with two-handed swords, no thank you. So as I mentioned, you also get arquebusiers. So I've painted 4 bases of these so far. I think I want to have 8 bases of arquebusiers and 8 bases of Zweihanders and 2 Pike blocks. Once I've got to that, I'll feel more comfortable that I'm on the road to completing the actual starter box itself. I think you get 4 pike blocks. I think I'm gonna paint 3 pike blocks, and the next one I'm doing after this are going to be the black band, who largely dressed in black and red with some white. Going to be a whole lot easier than painting these anyway. I'm really looking forward to painting them. So here we go with some more. So you generally get 2 poses with these, so firing or reloading. So I tend to put the firing chaps at the front. It looks a bit more natural that way. But even when these are ranked up, they look really good. So here's the last stand of arquebusiers. I really went to town on the colour. Look at this. Look at the sleeves on him. Blimey. Again, every time I get this army out and look at it, I shock myself that I've painted this many. So at the moment, like I mentioned earlier, I'm working on the second pike block. So we got the command base there. This is a different flag, and for the life of me, I can't tell you what that flag is, so which state it represents. But again, another drummer. 3 drummers in one project. The community will be proud. So I've got 2 more bases to add to this. There we go. So look at the trousers on him. I'm going to start building the next 4 today. While I'm in Landsknecht mode at the moment, I'm going to start building and painting more Landsknechts. And there we go. That's it so far. It's been interesting. It really has been interesting. As I mentioned in the video that I made, gosh, 3 years ago now, I was very much inspired by Leon T66 Wargaming. He painted the entire box and some, and it was very impressive, very impressive. Check out his Landsknecht videos if you want to see a fully completed Landsknecht army. Very inspirational. So yeah, up next will be to complete that pike block. Once that's done, I'm going to probably work on some more on the arquebusiers, add to those, Zweihanders, and I'm going to move on to the next pike block, which is going to be the black bands, so they're going to be slightly less gaudy and over the top as these chaps. Well, I think I'll call it there for this sort of hobby update, this Landsknecht update. Hope you found that interesting if you're working on your own Landsknechts or are thinking about it. I'd definitely recommend it. It's something different. I'm used to painting sort of World War II stuff. So this was really outside my comfort zone in painting things this bright. But I would certainly recommend it. If you've got any comments or questions about this or gaming in general, just leave them down below in the comment section and I'll certainly respond to all comments and questions. But as always, thanks for watching. Do take care. May your dice roll well, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So, bye bye for now.